Yes.
Yo.
Back again.
No?
Yeah, we love that. We love that.
Early energy.
I love that. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, keep it going.
Even a certain man was like started drinking without doing a toast and that. That's
Crazy. So crazy. See,
there's house rules, there's parliamentary procedure.
Do you know what? My bad. I apologize.
Being around her makes you remember, like, you have to, there's certain things like she's very particular about, like you dare like drink before her or before doing a toast. She'll look at you like, are you crazy?
That's some decorum. That's some class.
Yeah, do you know what? That's my bad.
These times man just first doing that. Man just cracked open the gin like, I'm gonna get to it. I've had a long day.
And I waited as well.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there with the can in my hand.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't even catch it. I just caught you looking at me like this. And I just...
But it's okay. We didn't have to put it on the Summer Jam screen, but...
Oh no, that's that's what I'm liking it. I was waiting for you to get onto me in it, so...
okay, well, since you brought
consistency from last week.
Yeah, I just want to say about last week, you actually didn't say a good, honest conversation.
What did I say?
Oh, you went back and reviewed.
Yeah, I did.
Look what it takes for you to actually go and do some homework. You have to go and find a mistake from me. That's crazy.
It's at the very beginning, and I knew it happened. So,
okay.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the feedback. You know.
And in case you don't know, why are you tense? Your co-podcaster, he was dragging your lisp online. Just so you know. I don't know if you saw that.
You, as much as like, that's snitching.
I wasn't.
That's snitching right there.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's snitching still.
Yeah.
There's hate, but you can't snitch.
No, yeah.
You can hate, but you can't snitch.
That was
because I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
Just saying.
Unprovoked.
Okay.
You can fight now.
No. What do you think this is?
Oh.
There was a Donny that was interviewing someone.
Okay.
And his lisp was crazy.
Was he revving the engine?
Fam.
Hola.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to hear Fols talk about his lisp again.
How did you spell it?
You right there? You good? Are you right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is everything?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
What type of day have you had?
I've actually had a really good day. I've had a fantastic day.
I just wanted to make sure, innit? Because I've had a good day, innit?
Yeah, I'm wondering why you were coming for me unprovoked.
I had to make for everyone.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you're over there standing on business.
Yep.
We'll test that, see if you're really standing on business this week, innit? So.
No, I'm a baby girl, please.
Oh, is it because you're wearing the pink this week?
Yeah.
You're back to...
Yeah, being a baby girl. I'm so gentle.
Are you?
I'm a gentle baby, yeah.
Okay.
No?
I hope so.
I
don't know you to be a liar, innit? So if you say you're a gentle babe, I'll take your word for it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, is that not?
Don't do that.
Is that not legitimate?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah? Well, I feel like, Chrissy would like me to introduce the podcast this week. So, hashtag off the cuff pod.
Come on.
A good, honest conversation, never hurt anyone.
Yes.
If you're listening for the first week, I go by the name of Fols Forever.
And I'm Mr. Vans.
And we're collectively standing on business. She's waiting for us to give her the correct introduction. We're joined by the Chrissy Hive.
Chrissy Hive.
Hello.
AKA Blondie. AKA Big Riz.
Yeah.
AKA standing on business.
Yeah, that's enough now, thank you.
No? You don't need to add
not too much on me.
That's too much pressure for you, isn't it?
Is this camera on me?
Yeah,
if you're not standing on business, we're going to call you out.
Wow.
No, just keep our friends,
it's true.
honest.
We keep each other honest.
Yeah. Shouts out to Sosa for last week.
Yes.
Pulling up very briefly in that.
Big up Sosa.
A little daddy chat and that. And then just in the corner just chiming in very quickly. I was like, oh yeah, this guy's still here. Look, I was listening back as well. I was like, oh yeah, he's actually in the room still.
Just
go quiet for ages and just chime in quickly. So
you have to, readapt to former environment.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute since he's been here, innit? So
yeah,
it was good to see him. I always like those episodes because it's like they're few and far between, aren't it? Because everyone's so busy.
So busy.
Yeah.
Last quarter, man. Last quarter, innit?
True.
Woo.
It's that time. It's like, don't invite me out.
No, I'm not going.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Oof.
That little period just before Christmas, it just feels like one long month. Like obviously, we're now in November, obviously, but like everything that's happening this month doesn't really. It's not important. Obviously, shouts out to you for your birthdays in November and that, but
goodness me.
Yeah, my sister.
But I'm just waiting for Christmas, innit? Christmas, New Year's.
I think the worst luck of the draw, sorry to you, is like December birthdays, especially late December birthdays, because your presents just get rolled into one.
Yeah, like you can't scream your birthday if it's between like Christmas and New Year's.
Like you want to compete with Christ? Can we calm down?
You can get away with it. It depends on your character.
Don't be screaming birthdays around that period.
Birthday month.
And how good of a person you're on it. You can get away with it.
Like, we've just had Christmas.
Yeah.
So is the 30th, and then man, we're still getting Christmas and birthday presents.
Oh,
so yeah.
cute.
Shout out to them, man.
But like the only thing about it though is if it's closer to New Year's, it just gets rolled over into like a New Year's Eve celebration in terms of the actual birthday. You still get a gift, but it's more like happy birthday, happy New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, but it's mad because like everyone's trying to preserve their trims for New Year's. Like if your birthday is like on the 27th, they're like, should I get it today? Like, let it marinate.
Yeah, it's strategic, isn't it?
You know.
So what's the shortest amount of time you could go between getting a haircut? So if you had like outings and stuff and you had to like schedule it.
Yeah.
Nah, sometimes you do have to schedule like when your next trim is going to be, like in advance, because of like a certain thing that you might be going to, or if it's like a busy weekend.
You say you got Manny Suave brunch and that you got to make sure you pattern up the trim a couple days before.
The question I just asked, but okay.
No, just, reiterating, innit?
No, but no one's actually answered the question.
He did, no?
No, but how?
Maybe like a night or 2 nights before.
No, I mean, so if you had a couple of things in the week, what's the shortest amount of time you could go between trims? Because obviously you're not going to get one on Monday and then get one on Wednesday, but then
that's crazy.
get one on Friday.
Do you know what? I know
hairline?
people. Yeah, to like listen, you have to have hairline etiquette.
Yeah, in our youth, you can get shape ups every week, but now,
I know like a couple man that still get like they go to the barbers weekly.
Oh, okay.
Like a trim on 1 week and a shape up the next week. I'm just like, you know what? Let the hair just.
You're not gonna die for 2 weeks, man.
Yeah. Like let it, be scruffy a little bit.
Yeah, let her appreciate you, man.
How can't trust them dons there,
Yeah.
Scary.
Like, especially
want
if
to look fresh all the time.
You saw them, man. Like a lot of guys were on Instagram Live, bare hoodies, just
DJ
hoodies.
Khalid, he's the one that really, really surprised me. I didn't know he was so grey.
Yeah, his one was mad. I remember the episode of Drink Champs when he's on there and the hair. He looks like I would say like a Bond villain. The hair's so jet black. Because we've seen you during lockdown. Him, Diddy, Kevin Hart. Yeah, so let your hair breathe a little bit, man.
It's that Donny on TikTok with the.
What's that?
Oh.
Share the joke.
Some people just like to do things to themselves and document it for the rest of us to corn. Right? So I came across people talking about Adoni's hairline being finished. So now there was a before and after picture in this, yeah. So in the before pic, hair looked a lot fuller. He still had a hairline under technicalities though. Because I saw the spray paint in the corner. You ain't slick, nigga.
How can you say hairline? Bye.
Do you know what I mean? So I think he did a challenge to himself where he was like, I'm gonna cut this hair off and it's gonna grow it back. Grow it back and maintain the waves, basically. So now he's shown the after bit and the follicles aren't promoting growth.
Not promotion in sight.
There's no promotion in sight.
It's so bad. And he said that he was going to get his waves back and his hairline back. And the challenge was...
That's two things.
That's a mad task.
You can't have both.
Like because when it's already disintegrating, there's no challenge in sight that you should be doing.
Right.
Because you know that time, like the man them know when their time is coming, innit? And if you can see it like closely, don't be doing any be making any gambles unless you got bread to fly to Turkey.
Yeah. They're wow, the guy, he did the challenge in the lead up to his birthday. So the funniest tweet for me was on his birthday saying like, we didn't get back, but happy birthday to me. So sad. Went out
and it's all self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Shout out to them man there, man.
The internet is
We appreciate people that sacrifice themselves for our entertainment.
Yeah. But I did see a guy who went to Turkey from the US who had it done. And wow, he really flourished. I love that for him. Results. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that stuff. Like we spoke about, we always speak about it because, like, if it's something you're insecure about and you can go and fix it, it is hilarious now that Turkey is essentially known for what are stereotypes of Turkey for?
Turkey teeth.
Turkey teeth, hairlines, kebabs.
Wow.
What other things like? Am I missing anything else?
I just love Turkish food. Can't lie.
So Turkish food, yeah. maybe their football teams. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Galatasaray and that.
Fenerbahce and that. That's it, innit? So
Besiktas and that.
yeah, okay, all right. Pub quiz.
It's like they're not going to sign you, bro.
Mad pleased with yourself, you know.
Hey, like what?
You are right. Still.
Nah, but like, yeah, I'm all for it, man. Like, at the end of the day, if you got the means to do it instead of doing ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I've seen more men recently, just in the general public, with like the healing.
Oh,
if you like randomly end up on a flight, going to Turkey, you're seeing bare dons on the flight with like.
But she's saying what I didn't like. Just
roof off.
Yeah, I saw one. What?
What, ceiling missing?
Yeah, convertible.
Oh my
innit?
god.
Yeah.
Okay, I was on
Bare
the tube
Michelin
earlier. I was on the tube today, and a guy, his didn't look like fresh.
Okay.
You could tell that it's been a couple of weeks. It looked like it was filling in really nicely.
Had a recovery joint.
It was taking.
He had a recovery drip on.
No. So he had it obviously.
Man's is so dumb. Man thinks he's on the tube, you know, with the gown on, with your
oh my
arse out.
gosh, with the IV in his arm.
With your bum out.
You're such a deviant.
Wait.
It's like we didn't have to go.
You got to do it from the back. It's hilarious, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh mate.
Speaking of hairlines, though, big fight on the weekend. Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. He went to go and get his joint fixed as well.
Did he?
That's why his hair looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Because if you saw Francis' thing before,
The Andros Townsend joint.
I mean, something I would say to Francis' face, but I hear
You're not bad again.
Not for them. This is how women will lead to destruction. You want me to like have pride and ego?
Listen,
this guy is over here.
As men, you need to know your level.
Yeah, you need to be guided. Obviously, haha, innit? Run these jokes and that.
Yeah.
But let's be guided. This is Francis Ngannou, innit? Yeah. So
Okay, fair.
I didn't know that he got his joints done, but you know what? It's good, man. He's preserved it. No one's boxed it off.
Yeah, and hopefully it stays that way. Innit?
Yeah.
I didn't give him because I think we briefly mentioned it last week.
Or
Maybe not during recording. Maybe we were speaking before or after. I was just like a lot of people, I didn't really give Francis much of a chance because you've never boxed before, not professionally anyway.
Yeah,
and you're starting with arguably the best heavyweight out there. Like, what a place to start.
Yeah.
So obviously you got puncher's chance, but this isn't your discipline. You do MMA, and everyone's expecting Tyson to kind of like, it be a walk in the park.
However,
when
we say like boxing is a puncher's chance, there's a puncher's chance, and then there's Francis Ngannou's punch. Like, all he needs is half a connection. He hit so hard, is what they're saying. That all he needs is half of a connection to floor someone like a Tyson Fury.
Listen, is when things like this happen, you get those people that might have had the predictions. I highly doubt there was many people out there.
No, we never saw this coming.
That even predicted, one, the punch landing, and two, him dropping. Brother, he was dancing in his face.
Yeah.
Baby. He was so gassed, he forgot himself for a second.
Yeah, he did. But do you know what? Rightly so, innit? Because like, coming into a fight like this, all you're being told is that like, you don't stand a chance kind of thing because you've never done this before. And you are facing, like you said, arguably the best out there.
Some of his prep and pad work, it didn't look the best.
It looked kind of sluggish. It looked like he was on the pounded yam in the morning.
Wow.
Like when you was younger, your dad could fist you up, and you get a little bit older, you're like, I can take him.
Man can see the move before he makes it.
It was given that type of energy. That's what it was given in terms of pad work. When I was seeing him like with Mike Tyson and stuff, I was like, the power's there, but the technique. I didn't expect him to go in there like
quicker than him.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to go in there and like box. I was shocked.
Hey man, like maybe it was all part of his game plan. Let me show you these little things that I'm doing in training, but like when the cameras are off, I'm really...
Oh, so then he's faking it for the camera. But
because at the end of the day, he's still a fighter. So it's kind of like transferable, innit? Like you can assert yourself in a different type of combat, obviously, but you have to maintain a mad amount of discipline because naturally, if you're an MMA fighter, I can imagine that you'd want to grapple the Donny. Like you would want to kick man. And, do you know what I mean? Like, and Tyson Fury did land an MMA move on Ngannou with the elbow.
And he should have had a point deducted.
He should have got a point deducted.
The elephant in the room is a robbery because everyone's saying Francis got robbed. He should have won the fight. That's the consensus from a lot of people.
Yeah, like, we wouldn't have thought that the same way that we've reacted for Tommy Fury's fight is the same way that we're reacting over a Tyson Fury fight. The consensus was the same. Like,
but that was a bit. This was a bit more worse because even though KSI is still, he's been boxing a little bit more. Like Francis first, like big lights as well. You're doing it abroad. You've got all these different celebs, all these boxing legends. You've got both Ronaldos.
Yeah, you got both Ronaldos. You got Eminem.
Lennox Lewis. What's Eminem doing there?
Like, you've got
Kanye West
pulled out with no shoes.
The Undertaker, Vince McMahon. There was a lot of people there. So like, I'm thinking, when I'm looking at like, these bright lights might get to my man. Obviously, it's not like he doesn't fight on big nights with the UFC, but also he's been injured. He hasn't fought for like a year and a half. So in terms of like setting it up, it's like, you know, like you look at someone like they cherry pick someone like, you know, we go and get some money here. We do the crossover thing because it's happened with McGregor and all these YouTube fighters fighting.
He was there as well.
Guys. Yeah, he was there as well. He was in his element. Yeah, but you know, you look at him and like, yeah, he's been on the stuff today.
Yeah,
not the stuff.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, man. Like, and I think that if this was a part of his game plan, then he's won because he's creating like opportunities for bigger paydays than he's ever earned, even as a champion in the UFC. Obviously, the disparity is very clear.
No, it's mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, between how much UFC fighters get and how much boxers get, especially of this magnitude. Like, he's walked away with that 10 mil, and plus they're looking at a possibility of next fights in the ring. Like, so
he deserves it. He's meant to have a rematch.
He's 37, and you know, the latter stages of his career is going to be the most lucrative for him.
It's just about bread now.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at him.
I'm not mad at him at all. And he didn't, like, it wasn't an embarrassment to the sport, like, watching him in there.
No. I think now he kind of did justice for the UFC, like the MMA guys, because not a lot of them have done that well in that space. All the guys that fought Jake Paul, like, they didn't do well in there.
Yeah.
He made them look like proper average. Remember knocked out Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
Then Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
Like, he was taking the piss out of them.
Yeah.
But they were going there and getting good money. So it's like,
yeah. But this is like, obviously, someone that like reached the heights in his sport.
Yeah.
So he's a professional in that sense, where like he still understands what he needs to do. And when I was watching that whole show, they just kept like harping on about like his story, being an underdog, you know, beating the odds, overcoming this, that, and the other. So
you got to sell the fight, bro. This is good, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it was like, you know, he like, slept on the floor, and I was like, after every break, they mentioned it from the sandbox. Like, all right, cool, man. Like, if we're gonna go on this like underdog story, like how he keeps on doing things to prove. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, to prove people wrong and stuff, like, you know, it just feeds into like what he's about to do next. And I think it's going to happen quite quick for him because obviously age is a factor.
I'm worried though a little bit because before I get to that, I feel like as much as we're giving him applause, I think we should do, I do feel it also culminates with like Tyson Fury being really, really bad.
Yeah,
this is what I've been waiting for you to say.
Like, shouts out Francis. African power, I'm all with it. my Cameroon brother, I doubted you, I'm sorry, but, you know, we won't need a guy we all expected to beat you, innit? He went in there and Donnie didn't look like, it looks like man ain't trained. Everything got nullified. He looks weary on the legs, like, and it starts making you think a little bit like, rah, you know what? How I felt about you, maybe I was right, because I didn't overly rate him the way people rated him. Yeah. You fought Deontay Wilder 3 times. You've only defended your belt 6. Like, you've actually fought bare meaty guys, like people you've beat before. He's not fought the top, like the
calling yourself the best, like, you know, you haven't, you know.
Because if this was AJ that had this performance,
like
the way the response to Fury, he's been getting cooked. I'm not gonna act like he hasn't. But if this was AJ, he would have been getting absolutely slaughtered, and rightfully so, because you made it like it was almost it almost happened where my man knocked out the heavyweight champion of the world, and like essentially you're a novice.
Yeah,
that's probably one of like the greatest sporting moments if he'd won the fight.
Yeah,
which is why I was like, there's no way in hell they were going to give him this fight. It was written from the beginning that Tyson Fury, by hook or by crook's going to win. In a weird way, it probably even benefits Francis more to not win because you won the streets.
Okay,
and then now like if Tyson Fury doesn't duck you, you get the rematch, so you get paid again. And if that's a decent fight, it now allows for what you're saying about the money thing, a couple fights with some of the guys out there. Eddie Hearn's already saying, he'd love to do like, what's the thingy, Rumble in the Jungle 2, have AJ and Ngannou fight in Africa.
Yeah.
That sells itself.
Yeah.
That would sell. I can see that selling.
Yeah.
You don't like the jungle reference?
No, that was a bit. It's
because there was it Ali Fraser?
Fraser,
they fought in Africa, innit?
Yeah.
Not me defending a white man.
No, I know.
Yeah. That's the reference. When you say you heard a white man say something about jungle, you're like, hey.
We want the two Africans to fight in the jungle. Like, calm down.
I hear it, yeah. Without context, it sounds nuts. It
sounds very crazy,
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, Donnie just doesn't look like he's offering anything. You couldn't do the whole leaning on man because Ngannou is used to wrestling. You know what you're saying about he's a fighter already, so he's got certain skills.
Grappling.
And didn't necessarily think he'd do well boxing wise, but stuff like that, you can't hold me because we grapple in MMA. The elbow thing, we get elbowed already. So
yeah,
even though he should have lost the point, Fury, that didn't even phase Ngannou. So he tried to cheat and he didn't phase him.
Yeah, like if it was like another professional boxer in there,
yeah,
it would have made more of a big deal out of that elbow.
Yeah,
yeah, because they'd have been like, "Yo,
yeah," and it would have prompted like the ref to make a decision like right there and then.
No, but then bro, brown paper bag, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Remember, they're meant to be fighting out the end of December. You messed up all the plans.
You can't mess up.
He was just there, just eyes on Fury. He just wants that fight.
But do you reckon maybe Fury underestimated him and just felt like he didn't need to train? Or
well, he said,
I think it was that. I think it was that.
Yeah, even though in a post interview he was like, I trained in the same way that I would for a professional fight, you know, just a bad day at the office, and Francis was a great fighter. That's what he was. Well, he's trying to be diplomatic.
That though, innit? Like, because you can't ruin the relationship with the fans and go, "Oh, I didn't train, I didn't do it." Even though I don't believe he trained to the capacity he would train for Wilder that he trained for Ngannou.
Yeah,
and for me, it shows in the ring.
I mean, yeah, because after like round 5, yeah, I was like, all right, Ngannou's never gone past this stage before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because UFC like slashed in half. So I was like, this is where Fury should pick up momentum. And he kind of was like, you know, he was landed the jabs a lot cleaner, obviously, as you would expect. Nothing special, but it wasn't anything that was like, all right, cool, I think you should win this. He was rattled.
It's good to see, man. It opens up stuff, innit?
I was like, this is your king.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they were rating my man a bit too heavy for my liking, man. But I couldn't because AJ's out here doing what he's doing, so you just kind of had to let them run with it because, yeah.
We need to talk about the spectacle as a whole, though.
Yeah, because, listen, shouts out Flo Dan. I don't know how you linked up with Little Baby, where you found him. I can't imagine he was just rolling around E3, but you know what? Salutes to you.
I think it's just the song with Skrillex that has got him in spaces. And he's got like, Flow Down and Roll Deep, they've always had like a cult following.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're legends in the game and stuff. But in the direction that he's branching out and going over there, collecting the bag with Skrillex and Fred again and them, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing that, Flow Down. Like this is like the second stage of his career that nobody expected.
You couldn't have predicted this one.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then you end up like, this is pay-per-view as well, like in Saudi Arabia, where the stage moves out the way for the boxing ring to come in from underneath the ground. I was like, yeah, they've got too much bread over there.
Yeah, you only got bare bread, start showing off.
Yeah,
like state-of-the-art stuff that apparently that venue took 3 months to build.
Yeah, but slave labor, innit?
I'm like, they're on job over there.
Yeah.
They're on job over there because everything was just like new.
meanwhile, this stupid government have been fixing that stupid old street roundabout for so long. Follow don't.
There's a God. There is a God. If you don't believe in God, believe in him now. My prayers have been answered. You see when you get too passionate, yeah? And the engine starts stalling.
So much passion.
You're so vexed.
Because they've been building that thing for decades.
Yeah.
But yeah 3 months.
It's a Ponzi.
Yeah.
In the words of Ross.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like, it just went on for so long. I was like, what's going on here? Like, I'm trying to watch this fight. I thought it was going to be at a certain time. I was like, all right, cool. Like,
do you think that man have to abide by time? You lot manage it like that, man.
Yeah, it was, and it was just like, it was a celebrity fest.
Yeah.
Just knowing that Kanye was there barefoot, I'm just like, why would you do that? That's so scary. First on the canal with your cock out, now this. Like, he just has to stop somewhere.
I mean, he's calm. Like, I guess he's just doing what he wants to do at this point.
I mean, okay, sure.
It was definitely the who's who of, like, if you weren't there, like, clout in it, like, get your clout up. That's what it kind of looked like.
Yeah, I saw Ricky Hatton there. Rio
Interesting,
Ferdinand.
all the guys in the boxing world that had all this stuff
Amir
to say
Khan.
about crossover fights and this is bad for boxing. You went over there, innit?
Yeah.
Because it was lit, innit? The
be
money was calling you.
They know that in Saudi, especially like with the announcement that they were making before the fights happened, they were like, these men are dedicated to make Saudi, like, you know, the #1 hub for sports and entertainment. With the amount of money that they have and that they're pumping into it, like, slowly, we're going to see a madness over the next 10 years over there.
The thing is, I think this actually really, in terms of what they might want to do, obviously we'll get off this shortly, I think this actually was really good for them and keeping their appetite. Because obviously, yes, they got all the bread and everyone's like, oh yeah, they're just going to spend. Rich people also can lose interest very quickly and move on to the next thing. And it kind of already was kind of low-key happening because they've got the golf. Obviously, they wanted the Super League stuff. Obviously, they bought the teams in England, but they just started doing their own thing anyway. And okay, cool, if you're not going to give us what we want, we'll get the players to come Saudi, innit? So they're doing the boxing. So actually, in a weird way, it was probably good that, like, Ngannou almost had the upset. And that was because if Tyson Fury had won and, like, let's say after round 5, 6, Ngannou gets tired, gets knocked out, it kind of would have been a boring fight. Him doing that, now they're like, rah, we can do more of these, and then Ngannou can keep fighting, and we can. So it's like, if you're on that side of things where you want fighters to get as much money as possible, then it's actually really a good thing. But the bad thing for some people is that, like, it's the top percent. But what does it mean for everybody else? We're like, people are only going to care when it's Saudi and all this stuff, innit? Yeah. Because if you compare, I don't know about you guys, but if you compare that show to the shows at the O2, they're night and day, innit? Now, I'm all for, listen, getting drunk, have a pint, sing Sweet Caroline, that's heritage, innit? For, like, boxing nights, innit? Like,
yeah, they weren't doing that in...
No, but I'm saying they're not doing that over there, innit?
Okay,
it's night and day, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, you can't get drunk out there.
Yeah, so it's more of a, like...
Because, like, Fredo and them, man, thought they can go out there to UAE and, like, mess up and that.
Sorry to that man.
Jail you.
Sorry to that man, because why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I think it's a thing of probably going somewhere so often, you get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I already know I've never gone out there. I'm going to be in my P's and Q's. But a lot of these people... We saw it in lockdown, everyone's out there. Oh, it looks like everyone's out there because one of the few places that are open. It's the destination for people with money, innit? So they're going to go there regular. You start getting too comfortable, creature comforts.
Sorry. How long's he facing?
They're saying 1 to 3.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that. It's still jail.
No, because, no.
Go you stop with him.
I thought he said... I thought I read somewhere it was 30 years, so maybe I just made that up.
Oh, you know the intro, you put a little bit extra spice on it.
30.
Extra spice? That's like decades extra.
Maybe out sooner, money might help.
Yeah.
But that place its reputation is like, they don't really spare anybody.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it...
Kaz. Kaz Crossley?
Yeah, she had... And not just the video, she could even... Was she in the video even doing anything or...
Yeah.
Yeah. But then also... You went back out there after you
that was
out
very
there.
dumb.
For me, kind of like, Nico, man.
Oh.
It was a connecting flight.
What does that mean, bro? You still don't chance it. You know what you did. If I'd done that and it came out, then for me, I don't go back there. I don't chance it.
Because for the fact that you have to get down from the plane and touch your 2 feet.
Yeah, she had to go to, what's it called? Whatever country that she had to go to for a charity thing.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, forget it, man. Just send the bread.
Oh.
Because I'm going from the stance of everyone says they're very harsh out there. So I just wouldn't play with them at all.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying how I feel like it was an overreaction. I'm not saying I agree with it, but everyone's got their rules, innit?
Yeah.
So if that's how they want to govern, that's how they want to govern. Fall in line, man.
Don't mess up.
Brits are known for not travelling well. Wasn't it out there that I think a British couple had sex on the beach?
Yeah.
Hold that.
And they said it was going to give them 100 lashings.
In the town square.
This wasn't the lashes I signed up for.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't go on summers for this.
Yeah. This is crazy. So everyone behave themselves, man.
Yeah.
For
Travel
sure.
well.
Yeah.
Travel well. That's it.
Yeah. It's important, man.
What have you got next for us, Fola?
It's still free Palestine, man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because it hasn't stopped. It feels like it's got worse.
Yeah.
Getting worse. I think we did speak about when we had the chat a couple of weeks ago. I am noticing more and more that just shouts out to social media, the power of social media. We're getting more of the truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all the lies that have been told since the October 7th. Of course, I know it predates that, but since the Hamas attack, they're all kind of getting debunked.
Yeah.
Yep.
And really quick, and people are cottoning on. And in a weird way, maybe there is a school of thought.
Okay.
That
safe.
Kanye West or Wiley had some points in it because of how things are going on. I can't act like
yeah.
The fact you can't even say this is wrong without being labelled pessimistic.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't weaponize that thing, and then for me, you're then diluting it and watering it down.
Yeah.
You understand its power, and I think I said when we had the episode, we were speaking about Wiley. If I remember my words correctly, were the very thing you hate, don't turn into it. Yeah. And it's going to seem like a stretch for some people, but to the Palestinian people, you are the very same people that oppressed Jewish people that we saw historically.
Yeah.
I can't say they're dissimilar. Murder, it's just the same, innit?
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
So, yeah, man, I just... what's annoying me more is the small things happening where I think there was a vote at the UN and the nations that either voted against the ceasefire or abstained. That's even more cowardly. At least,
Ukraine.
Show us your hand, innit?
Wow.
Ukraine, the whole world read out for you. And then even over here, I think a Tory MP has been relieved of their position because I think that the line that they've been towing is basically more they're supporting Israel.
Yeah.
Suella Braverman's been very, she basically lied on the marches, on people that marched, saying that it was thousands of people marching against Israel. If I remember the video correctly. Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, so they're all pushing the same mantra, but some people are like, no, we can at least ask for a ceasefire. I'm not even saying I've got a position on this, but can we ask for that?
Yeah, can people just not die anymore?
Yeah, so what you're basically saying to me is
children.
Some people's lives are not worth the same as others.
Yeah.
And if it's then saying that, then it lends to some people's theories about certain communities.
Yeah.
You know? So, and it's not to rail that conversation again, but I don't know how you see that happening, and I'm surprised when people come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Because you're not giving them any other option with how you're moving.
Bro, with Ukraine, we couldn't go anywhere without a little Ukraine flag donation that we had to.
Bro, we was meant to take Ukrainian immigrants over here in our homes.
Yeah.
There was cash incentives for that.
The government's giving you money to house some Ukrainians.
People were booing Russian athletes as if it was their fault.
Yeah,
coffee morning to raise money.
Chelsea lost to Abramovich. It got nuts out there.
It got nuts. Trying to order an Uber. Do you mind donating a bit to Ukraine? And I'm like, if you don't get this feature out of it,
didn't your club do something mad? Did I see that? Am I wrong? Liverpool Football Club.
About what?
Was there a supporter in the crowd with the Palestinian flag and they asked them to leave, or was that?
I think they did.
Oh no.
I don't know how true that was, but I did see something on the timeline, and I also saw your club doing something mad as well.
I love Vans, machine for machine.
Yeah,
yeah.
Everyone's on smoke today. Everyone can get it.
I think it was a steward that said, anyone that wants to come. He tweeted, anyone that wants to come and show support to Palestinians and Palestine, you can come in my section. And he. What did he do? He gave out all the details, including his badge number.
Okay.
And then the following day, he got an email from United saying that he had been fired, been relieved from your duties.
That's bad, man. It's what's annoying is like I'd want a blanket thing. If you're saying there's no politics in football, whether or not I like it, cool. But have that energy for everything.
Yeah.
So like a blanket thing, because then you pick and choose, you know. And even the some of the responses for certain people online is like people move like they're very much for free speech and they're against like woke culture, but if it's something they're against, they almost force censorship.
Yeah,
and like
there's a lot of business interests that like, you know, that's the brush that goes over anything.
Yeah,
like morality is out the window when bread's involved, and like I'm not even surprised at Liverpool what happened at Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I know that LeBron James has a stake at the club, and he's pro Israel.
Oh, cause see, he put something out, a statement as well, didn't he?
Yeah. So
it's mad, man. It's mad. Do you know what I find funny though with all this shit is just watching how Piers Morgan's moving. I don't know if you've been. Obviously, I know that's not someone you're going to run to go and watch their content. But I have found it interesting because obviously the great debate is always a thing whenever we have contentious issues. So like you can make money off like having conversations with both sides, and I feel like I don't know if I really believe him, but a little bit of me, because he was against the Iraq war when he back in the day, I feel like he supports the Palestinians, or is at least for like, he's more pro them than pro Israel.
yeah.
But what he's doing is he's just getting all these pro Palestinians to come on his platform and let them cook him. Like he's been getting cooked.
Oh gosh.
I should get cooked by Loki, cooked.
Oh, he had him on there.
Yeah, cooked him.
Okay.
There's this other brother as well, some guy from Speaker's Corner, like in London, like a famous Muslim. I've forgotten his name, but he does a lot of content on YouTube. He was on there, cooked him as well. I'm just like, rah, I don't know you to be like getting like flame like this on your own platform.
Well,
I could be wrong. It could just be that, you know, one day for content we're doing Israel, because like all these videos are doing 1 million plus quick.
Shout out to Loki, man.
Yeah, he's been consistent.
Like he's been riding out from like the first time I ever heard his name, heard him spit, like, you know, he's been riding out for them. Like even when there was a point where like Getz had something, like had a line for him.
What did that stem from? I don't even. What was that? There was. I
can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what it stemmed from, but the line that Getz had for him was funny still.
Yeah. Now I could imagine him having a good reasoning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like Getz is at a different place now.
Yeah.
Getz is a lot of things.
You good?
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, we're talking about geopolitics and that, and you're over there. You can't contain. Like, can you control your loins? Are you all right? Well, you saw 22 Muscle Link Up TV and now you can't contain yourself.
I can't pick up a black man again.
You know what? Good cleanup.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Good. You've been there before, innit?
Yeah.
You've been podding it. I get it, man. It's cool, man. But yeah, no, as always, man, it's free Palestine. I just wanted to get to the ceasefire and then try and work out a resolution, even though, like, I know it sounds defeated. I don't think they ever will. Just because of, like, look at all these big powers. Like, if there's someone else, they would step in. They're not. They're almost like saying, yeah, do your thing.
Too much of an
purely because they want someone, in my opinion, to have a buffer for them in the Middle East. So it's good for their interests, isn't it? So it shows, innit? But it's just been nice to see the human reaction from online and the amount of people that have gone out in support from all communities.
Yeah.
It's not just one side.
Yeah.
I know some people have been presenting it a certain way. It's been a lot of different faces as well. So I think that's been cold. But moving the conversation somewhere else, we're getting into that time of year. It's like I was saying, Christmas. Obviously, it's, the days are longer or shorter, darker, colder.
Yeah.
Is this your first time on Earth?
No, I was just looking at you like for confirmation. I'm saying the right things.
The clocks went back on Sunday.
They did, yeah. Shout out to everyone outside. You got an extra hour in the dance.
Yeah, or an extra hour sleep.
Like,
this is what I was going to leave with.
Obviously, I know my ticket. I wasn't out some of you heathens.
Yeah,
the pagan weekend and that.
I mean, it's Halloween today.
Yeah, but people had Halloween parties last week, innit?
Yeah. There was a lot of parties and fancy dresses and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was at Room 187, the 70s Soul Train edition.
Yeah. Shout out to Room 187.
It was so good. Everyone came out. They really tried. I would say like 97% of the people tried. No, 93%. I
saw one done in a Superman outfit. Was that legit?
Less, not even. Oh my God.
He was better off wearing double denim.
No, it was so tight. I just didn't understand.
It's a Superman outfit. Of course, it's gonna be a snug fit.
A double denim could be like 70s.
Exactly.
If it had the flare joints.
Yeah.
He was wearing a Spider-Man costume, and then the other one was.
Was he meant to be there? Was he like?
Yeah.
Coming from somewhere else?
No, they came on purpose. One of them was up there. He didn't know the words. He's French. They're from Love Island. There's like.
What is going on?
So. The only thing I even remember is that Love Island Games premieres on the 1st of November, because after they did their karaoke, instead of them to just leave the stage, they're like bigging up their show, talking about how they're in London for the first time. We actually don't give a damn.
Oh, do you know, they saw the crowd. They're like, listen, I'm going to take my moment.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. But there's something about the flary joints, that just, wow.
Yeah.
The trousers on the babes.
Do you know it was? I knew
around the right areas.
Oh, it accentuates certain things. Okay.
The women
see the vision, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, no. I was trying to break up play, but I'm sorry. I know you're doing bare build up. I'm sorry, man. Man's already doing bare tiki taka in that. I hear it, man. No, I understand the flares, man. Come on, man.
Everyone looks so good.
I've seen you in that element. I'm not surprised when I saw.
What was that? Sorry. Such a deviant. Oh my gosh.
I wasn't surprised when I saw what I saw, because black people, when they make an effort, they really make an effort.
It was so good. Everyone, even the guys tried. Yeah. Like people really.
That's one of those ones where like you have to. It's fully on or fully off.
Yeah.
You can't play it because of what the theme is.
But and also it's the type of event as well, or the people who are running the party. I feel like Room 187 will have more of the guys that will be willing to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like be outside of their element and really immerse themselves in the thing. Like. Not them other niggas that just don't want to do anything.
Steady N-word. A bit harsh.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
It was just...
Agree with me, bro.
No, I agree with you.
Sensational vibes.
It was harsh, man. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, man, because like just let the hair down, bro. Like no one's gonna... You know what I mean?
But it's what you're saying. It's probably better that the dons that aren't on it like that stay away.
Yeah.
And the guys that you said that would go there are the ones that are going to make the effort and...
This guy is telling me that I'm too harsh on the N-word, but when I was dressed as the Riddler, what did he call me?
The niggler. That was a different time, man. They bring out old shit, man. Good outfit, though.
Yeah, that was a
he walked up like, the niggler.
I had a bowler hat and everything.
No, he committed to the outfit that year, boy.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good
it's
time.
Nice. Obviously, outside of that, the weekend is for like, you can dress kind of provocative as a woman and not get much judgment. You can just do your thing, innit?
What, and as a Halloween costume?
Yeah. Like, what happened to scary? Why is everything slutty? Like,
yeah, it's true. They just add slutty in front of anything.
Yeah,
like
just put on a body like fishnet stockings and like a mask.
Fair play, man.
Yeah.
Hey, judgment free zone, man.
Yeah.
Fake blood dripping down the titties and that.
Oh.
Okay, very specific.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
That's what we're seeing, like,
Yeah, like I don't
on the gram, outside,
Snapchat.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
What's
scary
your
app that you're like, I
Snapchat?
hate that app so much. It's such a deviant app.
Do you want to get
You
off
had it,
someone
though.
quickly?
Horrible application.
But you had it though.
Like ages ago, and then I grew up.
Okay.
But you lot said that people were sending you lot pictures of their vaginas on that app.
Who? No, wait, what?
That's what you said.
No one said that.
Okay, Fola said it.
What?
Fola said it.
And government name as well.
When?
Yeah.
When did I say this?
Oh, do you want to find it?
Yeah, go and find it.
Okay, don't worry.
I want to make sure you're standing on business.
Wait,
because you're standing on lies right now.
No, that's what you said. You said that when the babes like to send you pictures of their genitalia on Snapchat, it's just like comes one time and then it's gone. So there's no evidence.
No, I said that's the beauty of Snapchat. I pick my words very carefully. I just,
Carefully.
Okay,
cool. All right.
I didn't say specifically about me.
Oh, okay.
I heard out there.
Is this we again? You and your boy?
No, them man there,
Yeah, I mean,
I say you and your boy, how's he in it? Out of nowhere. Do you know what's so funny? I was trying to switch the conversation to talk about like spinning the block because I feel like, it's that time of year, summer's done now. Danky sounds out the way. beef was done.
I went to Danky on
Motor's
on the
done.
weekend.
That's out the way.
I went Danky on the weekend.
Party season's all done. Everyone's in the house
How
now.
are your knees?
Wow.
It was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's back outside, man. Let me enjoy a small song.
Yeah,
Let's do life in the old dog,
I'm
innit?
not.
What he say once every 8 weeks?
Nope. Yep. Yep. Do you know what? I hadn't been before, and like one of my boys, like he really wanted to go, so he was like, "Yo, bro, like let's." I'm like, "All right, cool, man."
No, they have got a good thing going on over there as well. So
let me see what all the fuss is about, because I ain't been to one before, and it was at the Outnet.
Okay, good venue.
Good venue. And yeah, it was ram, bro. It was like they had the full works. Obviously Halloween weekend, so it was fancy dress. I just came as myself, and
The niggler.
yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, man, it was good. It was
Can you do Amapiano for like 3-4 hours?
Nah.
Okay. That's what, because when you said Danky Sounds, I was like, I know this guy. He's so grumpy. Vans in the Amapiano event,
But I thought it was gonna be just Amapiano.
yeah.
But a lot of it is Afro beats as well, and
You've
a
got
lot
to mix
of,
it in as well.
and a lot of Afrobeat Amapiano remixes.
Also remember as well, like a lot of the premier artists in Nigeria have got Afro beats, Amapiano inspired music in it. So
Yeah,
you can kind of do that and blend it in it. So
yeah. So I mean, to the real Amapiano enthusiasts, that might be an issue, but
and I've seen some of the
think,
complaints online and that as well.
you know, it's for someone that's neutral, it's not a bad look.
You ain't got a dog in the fight. You don't care.
And bro, it's music at the end
Yeah.
of the day, innit? But like, I know if like that is the premise of this, and people are coming specifically for this, and then they're hearing something else, then I can understand the gripe.
Do you know as well, because obviously it was very niche, that genre from South Africa, and then to have that event run by people that are non-SA,
Yeah.
some people have an issue with that. I've seen that. That's why I said I've seen some of the complaints online, and I understand some of that as well.
I think it's a bit sideways.
You think so?
Yeah. Because if we found out that, like, I can't think of a good example, was run by South African people or Ghanaian people, like an Afrobeat, not Afrobeats, it's very specific, but help me here.
But I know Nigerians, if it was lit, they don't care. Or if the person was white, they'd love it. I know my people,
no.
there'll be sections that will complain, but I know my people as well that like, bro, they did it cold. I know my people. I think the Ghanaian and South African examples are very specific because stuff that's been happening in South Africa, and if you have an old beef with Ghanaians and stuff, I think that one's very different, innit? But I understand the point you're making.
At the end of the
something
day,
that's near and dear to us.
Yeah.
If someone else is
Profiting.
People are going to
event.
exploit at the end of the day. I could be a fan of something, and I'm also a promoter, so I'm going to open up. I'm going to start running these nights that are just for this particular genre that I like. And if it gets big, it gets big. What do you want me to do?
Or even the word exploit, some people, it's just business. To what you're saying, you're a promoter. You know how to pull in a crowd. You're also seeing the shift.
This is
in
what's
music.
hot.
So let's go over there. I'm seeing it now with a lot of people doing the R&B parties. Because
Yeah, a bunch of
off the back of obviously what Chucky and Taze are doing. But shout out to my people at Old School Brunch, OSR. They've been doing it for a good minute now. 18 different, I think, cities. They've really been out here with their brand. Like, for me, they're a large part of the reason why that genre of music is getting pushed more in the clubs again. Because they specifically had an event around R&B, old school R&B.
Yeah, man. And
It's obviously people that run it aren't as visible as those two, but they're doing their thing out there as well.
once it's marketed right, I think it's there's a way to pull people in, especially like when the music is like set from a specific time frame and how it's being marketed. Like you're seeing a bunch of classics and people singing along.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to go, especially when you know that, especially like you said, OSR and them man that have been exploring different cities, like people are going to want to go to that.
Yeah.
And Chucky and Taser with what they're doing, it makes people want to go to their shows with how they're marketing it.
Precisely, yeah. Who's going to say something, Chrissy?
OSR, Old School Brunch.
Yeah. No, it's on their lettering and that, but it's called Old School Brunch. Isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Oh, is that what he's looking at me like?
I was so confused.
Oh, you thought I was in some wiffity?
I was just like, what's going
I'll
on?
be honest with you, I can have as much wiffity and mistakes.
Oh,
Do you know
my
why?
gosh.
Because you had a classic off-the-cuff podcast mistake, you know?
What's next?
I'm just here to say, you know.
Was really loud.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Well, man can't find something funny again.
Yeah.
Wow.
My friend's funny.
You're bare strict, man.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
What's going on, man? HR, man. Chill out, man.
You know, don't. What's next?
What I wanted to talk about was spinning the block. Because I feel like everybody's like, you know what? I've tried, man. Nelly and Ashanti, they got it back cracking. Maya Jama and Stormzy, it's back on. You know, I even see Jermaine Dupri in the studio with Janet Jackson.
Oh,
if
my God.
that short man gets his woman back, it's over.
Oh.
It's signed, sealed, delivered. It's time, man. Go and find your bae, man. Get her back, man. Crash the relationship, man.
Yeah.
Go and get her back.
Yeah.
Crash the
or
relationship.
Him back, you know?
Yeah.
She's no longer with the billionaire Donny, so
See?
you know, things realign.
Yeah.
You're not for it?
Yeah. I love that for people. I think people should do whatever feels good to them. Follow your heart.
Can we get your real thoughts?
Don't spin my block.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm actually so fine, thank you.
Wow. Would you spin a block?
No.
Sounds like a lie to me.
No. Genuinely wouldn't.
Oh, you want to do once it's done, it's done.
Yeah, like bye.
But okay, not without delving too much. Obviously, like you can tell me to relax. You just give me the look.
Relax.
Okay, thank you. I'm still gonna ask though. have all the situations ended on bad terms?
No.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you just gotta leave it alone sometimes, you know.
Can people say better the devil, you know, innit? Because
anyway,
people go outside and try and play now. You're like, oh, you know what? They're playing too rough out there. Let me go home.
Oh my gosh, they're pegging in the streets.
Hey,
that's what that guy tweeted. Do you not remember this? When this guy, like, he had broken up with his girlfriend or something like that, and then was in the streets for a while.
Okay.
And then he was just telling the men, like, please don't do it. Like, they're pegging out here.
They're pegging out here.
He was so distraught. He was
as
so
a PSA
distraught.
to go home is insane.
Yeah, like they're pegging out here.
Since everyone wants to be diplomatic and stuff, I'm just gonna say
that feels like a shot, boy.
Bazooka.
Don't know
what they're on.
I don't know what answer that was, but spinning the block is a thing. Yeah, people may be like, "Oh yeah, don't spin the block on me now," but you just never know where it could be applicable again. Like, there's some people that you may have had unfinished business with. You know, if things align and, like, you know, you just happen to reconnect and you get along, you start to remember certain. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that like everyone is gonna spin the block. I'm just saying that, like, you can't downplay it as like it's not more common. Like it's more common than you think.
Yeah, I'm not doubting its commonness. I'm just saying,
not for me though.
Yeah, where I am right now, honestly, leave me alone. I'm actually begging.
Okay. Tough crowd, man. Best strict, man. Head mistress, man.
No, but there was once upon a time when, like, everyone has that, like, the end of a relationship and you're just like in, out, in, out.
Shaking
but then
all about.
There just becomes a point where you're like, no, this is not serving either of us.
Okay. Yeah, but you're giving healed. I've been to therapy. I hear you, man.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. No, it's not serving both of us. So we don't need to do
But
this
I've also seen where in a relationship, like, or, you know, a casual setting, like, you guys have stopped doing what you're doing, and then for whatever reason, like 5, 6, 7 years later,
hey.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's happened. It's not like uncommon.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
amongst us. Do you know what I mean?
You both make valid points.
Oh, not fallout and the diplomacy. Wow.
You know, I'm a diplomat.
Yeah.
I'm going over to fix the issues in West Africa.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. Like for you, if it's not serving you, there's situations where you can see why some people just don't ever really move on because they've got that one person in their past where they just don't put that thing to bed and it forever holds them back. For other people, like what Vans is saying, you can both go off and do your other things and then you meet each other at a time point in life where, like, it actually now makes sense. Where now, if you'd met at this point, this was actually a starting point, you probably would have that relationship where you're together till the day you die and that. No, it's not like you don't have to ever love, innit?
It's just funny hearing you say love stuff.
To the day you die.
Yeah, it just sounded so like, I'm going to die by you, girl. which is
I'm gonna die about mine.
oh.
I am.
You in the die?
You ready to die about this pussy? Because I am. I'm ready to go war for it.
I can't believe Donnie came home. That's me and my bitch. We going through some things.
That's
crazy.
a pain,
Straight
man.
from the 67th precinct, nigga.
That's a pain, man.
I want to come home and see your lady's dude in the house.
And they both stood up on the mattress.
No, it was him. No, it was the guys.
He stood up on the mattress.
Yeah, he was a smaller Don. He was trying to assert his dominance.
Sorry. If that was my thing and you're standing up on the bed to talk to my main thing, like, respect yourself, get off the bed.
But you know what it is?
Scrap from down there.
Unless there was more to the video. I wonder when I'll find the video and post it, yeah? The other guy looked kind of... He was like...
Yeah, he wasn't on fighting.
He was ready to die for his pussy.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Oh, what do you mean, the smaller guy?
No, the guy that was obviously seeing the girl. So her baby father, her ex, whatever, he's come in the house like, leave my yard, basically. Even though he don't live there, he was like, leave my house. The Donnie, he didn't look like he was on it.
It looked like, she had enough of the Donnie,
the main guy,
the baby father. She had enough of like those types. Yeah. She wanted the straight and narrow. Puts his head down. He goes to work. Yeah, he came over thinking it's a safe environment. There's kids around, but she didn't know. He didn't know that there's going to be a knock on the door with a paranoid baby father that had just come out of jail.
Meat on soft immediately. Because, like, what do you even do after that?
I'm not fighting you half naked in that, man.
Meat swinging.
Can we get dressed first?
And then the Donnie just came into the yard and he jumped up on the bed and was like, are you willing to die?
Oh, so it was the old thing that jumped on the bed.
Yeah, the baby father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's even more icky. Like, yeah. Prove your point from down there.
Shoes on as well.
Get down. Get off the bed. How dare you?
From outside.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Get down, young man.
It is what it is, man. That's the type of love I don't want. I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say are you willing to die by this dick? No. It's fine.
No. Stay alive.
It's cool.
You know that crazy love now.
It sounds like sweet and young. It's not now, man.
But okay, maybe
you want
because
peace.
now you're stable. But I feel like that could have been your bag back in the day.
There was a time I was playing up to a little, but really and truth, I just want peace. Yeah. I just want bare peace and love and quiet and just like chill out. Like,
as a Nigerian man, I know that's not true.
Wow, look, you just turn us all the same brush.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen, Nigerian men have the worst PR at the moment, like especially on social media.
It's just cap though,
where
bro.
you see the most outrageous misogynistic tweet, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, check the location, it checks out."
Yeah,
that I won't push back against. People are not wrong about that, but what I will say is, we're many in number. So the good elements of us, there's going to be a lot.
Oh yeah, now you lot have infiltrated many communities.
There's a lot of us, isn't it? We're well travelled, you know.
Many
tourism is rife in our community. You know, travel and tourism was a big subject back in Unilag. Like, it was a big subject. So, you know, some people have PhDs in travel and tourism. So, you know.
Babes are trying to make the Eforiro.
Eforigmarole. And some of you women out there are suicide bombers. You hear all these tales, even though, of course, a lot of this is fake news about, you know, the stereotypes around Nigerian men, but you still want to go over there and try. I don't feel sorry for you lot.
It's true. Because I said it before, Nigerian men will give you R&R. They will give you romance, but when they're ready, they'll rubbish you. You just have to take the rough with the smooth.
Make it look sexy, innit?
I mean...
Better the devil you know in that.
Yeah, man, spin the block, man.
Yeah.
Go find your Nigerian man.
Yeah.
Come on, so we can tag Gilly and that, man. We can go out and enjoy ourselves. You don't want to be on Bella Niger?
Oh, not really, but... Yeah.
It pays the cost to be the boss. You have to go through some things.
No,
hey, listen to this, one of my colleagues, like, he's left now.
Okay,
and,
so he can spill his business. I love that for us.
He was just like, oh yeah, you know, like he came back. He left and then he came back and now he's gone again, right?
So he left the company, came back and he went again?
Yeah, now he's gone again. He's found something else, whatever. So he's like, oh yeah, you know, didn't really get a chance to have leaving drinks. Okay. So like, he sent us an invitation like to go out for leaving drinks. But the other day, someone was like, "Oh yeah, such and such, like he got married like this weekend. That's why he didn't come to the leaving drinks." And everyone was like, "Wait, what?"
Oh my god!
Well, the person that was organising leaving drinks.
Yeah. So that's why he couldn't do the leaving drinks on the day that he left.
I mean, that's a valid reason.
Fair enough. But like, he never mentioned the wedding.
Scary.
It's none of your business, bro. Mind your business, bro.
Nah, so it's true. It isn't my business, yeah. But like,
especially in a colleague setting, like
at lunch and, you know, like, weddings has definitely come up in conversation.
Like, you're
yeah, but we can talk about yours, not mine, innit?
Oh my gosh.
No?
I bet no one knew you had a babe as well.
But then he texted me and he was like, yeah, they kept it on the low because they eloped. Oh. And I was like, you know what?
That's fair.
Yeah.
See?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
And at the end of the day, it's about them, innit? So
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, just quick, you know, free day, I'm back. I was like, oh, no honeymoon.
Oh, straight back to work.
All in one, innit? You know the 3-in-1 body washes.
Oh, be shy for yourself.
You proposed out there, got married out there, did the honeymoon. All in one weekend. Oh my God. Cheapest chips.
The 3-in-1 body wash.
Man, you went on teletext, got a holiday. I respect it, man. Gosh. Come on, man. Cause he lives, man. You want a man that's going to be fiscally responsible. This is the man that you're going to you have his surname. You need to know that he's got the coins on lock for the family.
Ladies, your MCM are bathing with 5-in-1 wash.
I'm so scared. Florence, please I need you to tell us that you don't have 3-in-1 body wash.
Come on, man.
No, I need
like
to hear you say the words.
Like a real nigga that I am, I use all my girls' products. What the fuck are you talking about here, bro? I ain't bought shampoo in about 7 years.
Okay, I was so scared for you.
About conditioner. Condition this, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
Too far?
Florence, don't upset my spirit this night. Drink your water. Okay?
Speaking of too far though,
yeah.
Someone's going to jail that is way far. Far away.
Para.
Yeah, Donnie was in customs looking befuddled, bemused.
That guy is so dumb. The acting was, I don't even know if it's like A1 because it was so bad, but it was so good. His dedication to acting like he was shocked about what was in that suitcase. That to me, wow, cinema.
Should we tell the people what we're talking about though?
Yeah.
You can
provide the context.
Your best HR voice and that. Obviously, please, no mistakes in that.
Bye. A TikTok star who paraded his jet-setting lifestyle on social media has been jailed in Peru for almost 7 years after being caught with nearly 3 kilograms of cocaine in his suitcase. People need to use commas. Modu Adams, 25, would post candid pictures on his Instagram called Boy Who Lives, showing his glamorous life as he spent time in Los Angeles, Athens, and multiple trips to Peru, including a visit to Machu Picchu. However, all is not what it seemed, as Adams' ostensibly high-flying model lifestyle disguised his sideline as a drugs mule, and he will now be spending the remainder of his 20s and early 30s in a prison cell. According to a statement by Peru's Supreme Court, he has been sentenced to 6 years and 8 months in prison for trying to smuggle 2.89 kilograms of cocaine to London. In the press release, he was referred to by his full name of Modu Dodu Adams, 25, and his job was described as TikToker. He previously used the video sharing app to post of his travels, but the account now appears to be deleted. Footage of the moment Adam's luggage was searched was released by police and shows an officer cutting into the false back of the bag. Adam seems baffled by the ordeal as officers hold up the implement, which appears to be covered in a white powder, later identified as cocaine. The officer then removes the false backing to the suitcase to reveal the drugs.
I don't know why people are so, obviously it's meme worthy, innit?
Yeah.
Or why people are like, oh, why is he acting? Do you think he's meant to go, oh yeah, you got me.
Got me.
You got me.
You caught me red-handed.
And you know, I've watched all these like border force shows. Why they're so bad, man, is they ask you the leading questions, innit?
Did you pack this bag yourself?
Did you pack this bag yourself? And everyone goes, yeah. And in a minute, they get caught. Oh, I didn't know.
But I thought you packed this bag yourself.
Yeah, so Donnie's obviously going to act surprised. Like, he's still... You got to keep up with the rules. But what's so funny is that as soon as that came out, all the video footage of like him in the hotel, it's like he's been on the oboe. Like they were
watching him, like this flamboyant Donnie that keeps coming in and out of this Peruvian hotel.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, airport, sorry. Like, with what looks like heavy suitcases. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to raise alarm bells.
My thing is, I didn't like with all the level of technology we have and security we have at all these international airports. I thought that game was dead and buried. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know people are still trying that method of smuggling drugs.
Like, I thought exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean,
so I know there was a time period when like there was I don't know if it's pandemic, but there was like a little period where people were putting women on flights from here back and forth from like Jamaica and doing the whole ingesting thing. And, and I'm sure other places as well. I don't want anyone to start flogging me. You know, it happens in other nations as well. But I just remember that being a thing where like people swelling packets and they get to a destination, they've got to, you know, pass them out, and then, you know. So I'm like, okay, because people are doing it in their body. There's a reason. Putting your luggage, like they're gonna see that shit.
They can see liquids, like they can sense liquid, shall I say? And you feel like they're not gonna see cocaine. Okay. What's
mad is my man's trapping for drip. That's crazy. And lifestyle.
Yeah, man. Don't.
Well, at least that's a perception that like to keep up with his
and
like,
the
social
thing
media
is,
presence.
The thing is that like, what makes this worse is that Donnie's gonna be in one of those jails out there. And
what's one of those jails?
As in, you don't speak the language.
Okay.
Like, you're in an international jail.
Oh, there's a language to be spoken.
Oh, okay.
If he's not careful, start speaking.
I've seen Prison Break.
Okay. Yeah.
I know, like, obviously it's a series, but like, and there's a lot of those documentaries about the toughest jails within those regions in South America. I am not involved.
Oh, what was it? Was it South Africa?
Peru, Para is what they were saying.
John Mongrel. He said, no, it's my wife.
Oh, I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I said, how do you make love? Yeah, face to face. I said, what?
Why you want to war me? Why you want to war me? That's what he was asking. That's what he was asking.
Fine.
Cool. Listen, my first show for funnies is far and wide in it, but just laughing at someone's downfall like this is crazy. But I'm like, who sent you to go and sell drugs at the same time?
Fam.
But
over there.
Yeah.
I remember seeing somewhere that he allegedly only got paid $6,000 or would have been paid $6,000.
Drug music, they're not out here getting the belly. Like,
I thought it would have been like way more than that.
No.
Oh, so that's like market rate. Not that you would know, but.
Do you know what I found hilarious about that article? Unless you missed it, you know, usually
300K worth.
They usually put the street value, like, and you know they will sex it up. He was caught with 2 million worth of drugs.
2 million
Sounds like 200 bags. But he always got to sex it up, innit? So, yeah.
Sorry to that man. I hope he can do his time.
Like, how much were they even breaking you off?
He's not said
$6,500.
Not
even a heart. Where did I get the heart from?
Couple Cartier bracelets. Little bit of drip.
And then you're done. Little Von Cleef, a bit of Van Cleef, and then you're done.
Von Cleef.
Sorry, my bad.
Von Dutch.
It's clearly out of my budget.
People are going to think we make these mistakes on purpose. I say Von Cleef.
Von Cleef.
Bro, man, everyone makes mistakes.
No, of course. It's just for the fun.
So now everyone makes mistakes. It's okay now.
Yeah, because like you guys have made it a thing to highlight every mistake.
No, we're just feeding the streets. This is what the listeners want, man. Also, if you're just gonna, I'm all for it because I've got a lisp and I talk very quickly.
No, we didn't just start putting yesterday, innit? Like we've made mistakes recording.
Oh, don't get all serious, grandpa.
That's your friend.
Oh, a mistake.
Oh, okay. So
That's you know, like the Grumpy Vans is coming out.
Yeah, but some mistakes are funny. Some like just get over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll take your advice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Great.
Chrissy, what do you want for Christmas? A Von Cleef?
You could get one of those turkey style.
The thing is, I knew it was a setup. I didn't know how, but I knew it was a setup.
I allow it, man.
Oh my gosh.
Find the funnies, but we're here for these jokes, man. But yeah, no. Shout out to my man. Hopefully your sentence goes by very quickly and you get back to your family. And let this be a lesson. Yeah. To all you people out there. Don't watch people on social media.
Don't do it.
For drip.
How it's so scary.
Yeah. And even if it wasn't, it just shows that, like the stuff you might be seeing online, people are getting it from nefarious means.
Oh, okay, nefarious.
Jeez.
That's not a new one. That's not a new one.
Yeah, actually didn't have to do all of that.
Before, innit?
Wow, okay, what's going on here?
Just doing too much, but...
Huh?
Okay, what was next?
Tough crowd, man. Right, fucking hell, Jesus. Yeah. You right?
Yeah, I'm
you good?
Yeah.
Did you have to give someone like a HR disciplinary this week? And I like, This just feel like residual smoke. I feel like you got to give someone like a final warning or something, and you're just practicing on me and Vans.
I had a great week.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that for you, man. I come here to have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
See my pals pod.
Yeah.
Talk about pop culture stuff.
Have
you guys been following Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
And his salacious allegations.
Yeah.
So he's someone that people have always said over time is
it's been going around for a minute, right?
Yeah, the allegation that he's
do you think, homie?
Yeah, he's over there enjoying himself with the other community and that.
At 6'9".
Yeah, like you can't hide in the gay race.
Oh,
that's the Dwight.
I didn't know he was that tall.
He's a big dude in that.
Yeah, I know he's a big dude, but I didn't think he was that. Like, you can't be discreet.
Yeah. It was going to come out eventually, man.
Like, nigga, we can see you.
Yeah.
It's just like Tristan Thompson.
Oh, yeah. Cheating again.
In broad day.
No, but that guy, he's
standing
trying
on the table,
to be
6'11".
6'11". Those people are really tall.
Broad day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he wasn't cheating. I always say, cry for help, man. He's trying to leave.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we need more sperm, man. Stay around, man. Mixed race babies, isn't it?
Fair.
But yeah, no, he's got these mad allegations. And the thing is, generally, I don't care if he's sleeping with men, women, the in-betweens, whatever. But they're saying he's got some other allegations of like SZN and stuff, some more brazy stuff, which is, if that's the case, then...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw that a little bit after it came out that he was doing whatever he was doing over there.
Yeah, because weren't his DMs leaked? And he was hollering at Adoni.
Hold on it.
Like, come through. Like.
Come through and chill.
Oh. Yeah.
Chrissy cares so little about this.
What are you saying? I'll send a cab.
I mean, you're an NBA star. That's the least you can do, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I'll send a driver.
Yeah.
Like,
don't send a cab. Send a driver.
Yeah.
But now the driver knows what I'm on.
I mean, I feel like if that's your driver, then your driver's going to know.
Yeah.
Like, what if after a game they're like backseat on a petition vibe?
Okay, thingy aside, like brazy allegation aside, do you think even as like a community we still care about these things when like they come out?
I think when it comes to what he is associated with, which is the NBA, which is, he's
got kids as well. People say,
so
I don't know if he's in a relationship like a opposite sex relationship or whatever. I don't know what his like marital status is.
Okay,
I think those things, like the Philip Schofield thing, those things add a bit more layers to the story, making it a bit more sexy and raunchy and that.
I think sports like basketball, football, things like that, doesn't necessarily allow its athletes to kind of, really come out and explore their sexuality, especially publicly. So that's one of the reasons as to why, it has this attention. Like if it was a tennis player, I don't think that,
give a heck.
They wouldn't care. Like if it was a swimmer, they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So tennis wouldn't care. They look how he flicks his wrist. That's what they say.
I mean, if he's getting them titles.
Yeah, title winning. Do you know as well? It needs to be someone that's like dominating, innit? You don't want someone that's like
LeBron.
Yeah. That's the kind you need.
But then it can still open opportunities up for him. I can imagine if he was like to, openly come out.
But he just responded and said where he lays his wood is his business, isn't it?
And he's well within his right to say that, and that's how it should be, because like I do believe that we know too much about each other.
Yeah.
But when you are, I don't know how good he is in the NBA. I don't know how prominent.
No, his heydays are gone, but he was somewhat of a guy in his time, innit? And he's in terms of like NBA, like he's a known name, innit?
Yeah, so he can like easily transition into punditry, and just him holding that on his jacket would open up more doors, I would imagine. Yeah, him being an ambassador, especially like for other black athletes in the NBA.
Well, that's if he wants that as well.
If he wants that.
Yeah,
because that's the obvious thing to do. But like to what you said as well, we know too much about people, and really and truthfully, you just don't want to be like the gay
spokesperson.
Oh yeah, the gay commentator. Like that's your stick. Like, were you good? Are you like those things?
Yeah, what outside your sexuality?
If that's part of identity, by all means.
Yeah, don't be like one of those pundits like that just appear on like Match of the Day and have no honors under your name. Like 600 Premier League appearances.
Empty.
That's crazy. The 600 Premier League appearances.
If you're sitting next to like a I don't know, Henri and that, where it's like
That's levels though, ain't it?
Do you know what I mean?
Like, if I've played 600 Premier League games, yeah, you can't rub me out.
Have an honour.
This is the honour, man. Appearances, isn't it? Gareth Barry and them, man. Did he win anything? Maybe a League Cup or FA Cup somewhere.
When he at City?
He probably, if he was at City, would have won something. But like, I hear you. I do hear you. Obviously, as well, that's what we're kind of going to as well with a lot of the commentaries. Like, it has to be the very elite guys, isn't it? Because a lot of them also don't transition well into management. So that's a good lane for them. We see it in all the different sports. Obviously, see it at home with football, especially. Like, I can't imagine.
All the main ones like have won something.
Yeah, you got a legit amount of space, isn't it? That's why they joke Michael Richards so much. He's obviously won stuff at City.
Yeah, he's won a Premier League.
And Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker, all that. Like, it's still levels, isn't it? Even when he's joking there with Carragher and Henry, they're still levels.
He's probably got like more team club honours than Shearer, but Shearer, innit?
Yeah, but he's got the individual honours and all that stuff, innit? So yeah, it's like, it's levels. And I said it because I've watched some of their content in it.
Yeah, you've got to have something there, like where, you know. But shout outs to Genus, he's cut through.
Yeah, go Jermaine.
Oh, look at you, sports.
Yeah.
Love that for us. What else on the agenda before we get out of here, guys? Is there anything that's like pressing on the mind? There's not been much hate this week.
No.
I've got hate.
Sorry. So
I've got some hate.
Sorry.
But before I get to the hate, I want to do a few shout outs.
Okay.
Shout outs to Michael and Abadesi, of course, from Techish for their live show last week. I was in attendance. And yeah, it was a great show. Lovely venue. It was quite intimate, but at the same time, there was a lot of their supporters that came out.
Yeah. Any of our listeners in the building? Yes.
One came up to me. His name was Michael. So shout outs to you. You know, he was waiting for the drop. Obviously, the show was on Wednesday last week, and he was like, you know, waiting on the Thursday drop. I was like, don't worry, man, we got you.
Oh, man was interrogating it.
We got you. Make sure you put it out. Nah, he was just basically saying that it's part of his weekly routine. So obviously he would listen to Techish on a Tuesday, and then obviously us on a Thursday, and whatever other podcast he had in his rotation. You know,
shout out to the podcast listeners, people that like really are in the field and they've got their proper. That's dedication, you know.
Yeah, and shout outs to the listeners that bought tickets off the episode where Michael was featured on.
Yeah. That's why I asked, isn't it? Because
for sure.
Had him on, that was a good chat as well.
For sure. And also last week I caught Geordie's headline show at the Lower Third. Great show, man. I think that he is really starting to like, well, in my eyes anyways, because like I kind of caught on to Geordie quite late.
Yeah.
So, but I think he's got like an abundance of talent, like, and
I don't think you caught him as late as you're thinking, bro, because we played some of his music.
No, we have, but like, obviously, like I haven't always been his biggest fan in a way, but like, if I look back and listen back and listen to his music, even if it's like on his own or the stuff that he's done with Vibba, great music across the board, and he's also a great performer.
He's the one that stood out for me on Vibba, and I was like, I started paying attention more. Obviously, we got more of the projects over the last couple of years. Most recently, if I couldn't rap, I wouldn't rap. Yeah, tape. So no, he's cold, man.
So yeah, like at the Lower Third headline show, he brought out Louis Ray.
Okay,
Western. So
Chris's ears just perked up.
I hope he's eating today.
Yeah, he came and done his thing. They done the song that they had with Vibba, and then a song that they've got together on his latest tape. So, but yeah, it was a great show, man. But here's where the hate comes.
Okay, I was waiting for the hate. I thought you forgot.
Nah, can never forget the hate. Nah. So, one of my pet peeves is like when you're at a show. And like, obviously, if you see people that you're like, if you go to a show and then you see someone that you know, what's the etiquette here? Like, are you having a big convo mid show, or are you saying wagwan and keeping it moving?
You keep it moving. We paid to be here.
So now there's people in front like that are proper having a heart to heart in the middle of the show. Donnie's on stage. Focus.
I support you.
Yeah, I haven't got much pushback for you. I agree.
Why are you chatting?
Like, why are you chatting in a loud environment? Like, you know when you're like in a rave and someone's trying to overly talk in your ear?
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, as well. Because in that setting, it's a smaller environment. So, like, it's going to stand out more.
Smaller environment, big environment. Even when I was at the Lower Third with you for Biss's party.
Okay, yeah.
Bruv, like, we keep this... we know what we're on, so we keep the chit-chat to a minimum. Like, I'm not going to be having, like, a big massive convo with Fols like when the music's blaring in our ears.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, if you have to have a good time, have a good time. It's more like, and in that setting as well, more than anything, you're there to watch someone perform.
Yeah.
But Donnie's on stage.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. To your point you're making, focus on that. You know, so even sometimes with the whole like phone out thing, recording, I get it because you like it's just day and age we live in. You want to capture these moments, but even me at a certain point, I put my phone away and just like, because I don't. When I'm like this, I don't truly feel like I'm taking everything in as much as possible. When I was at SZN, I did take quite a lot of content, but then like I was like, no, let me just chill. And I'm like watching the whole stage and
there's one lad that wants to have their iPad out. Are you all right?
iPad's crazy.
Put that device down,
the church aunties.
Put your device down, sir. Yeah, I've been to shows where like I'm seeing iPads.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Can we please?
Like, what, in the middle of the mosh pit?
It's just not practical as well. Your phone's there,
and you'd like this.
Most iPhones, Androids, you got a good camera, so like, I'm sure you'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Look
Everyone's mad anyway.
We became the older aunties and uncles just complaining about the youngsters.
Yeah, reduce the level of your phone, please. We're trying to enjoy.
But yeah, no, that's not even really hate. That's just
it's hate.
I understand that one.
Yeah.
You wanted to be hate so bad.
It's hate, bro. Like I need to let people aware of like what they're doing.
I need to let people what?
Yeah, he said he needs to let people aware.
That's what he said. Aware, sorry. I need to make people aware of what they're doing.
Chrissy bust case because if you'd never made a mistake and that was your one.
I was looking back at you.
I know.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
I appreciate you, Queen.
Sorry.
Go on.
But yeah, no, because sometimes people aren't aware of what they're doing until someone points it out. So if you're one of those dons that like overly talk in the shubs, please don't. Especially when you see me.
How can
Yeah, they can, but like, you know, not trying to have, like if we're outside, then I can have a conversation. But if we're inside, you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
No, it is time and a place for everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I am with you. I'm with you still.
Hey fans, thanks for listening. Hug.
Don't be
Bye.
that.
Hi. Like the man's them don't come up and say hi, no?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Man's his woman voice and his listener voice, they're one and the same, innit?
Yeah, are they just the same?
Shout out to the listeners.
Are they just like meshed into one?
Yeah. Don't take me too seriously, man.
Oh, no chance.
On, you know. Before we get out of here properly though, it was nice to see. I don't know if can we call it them reuniting? Dizzee and Wiley.
Yeah. They were back on stage together, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great and all, but
hate.
Yeah.
Hate is incoming in 5.
Can
4,
give a toss.
3, 2, 1.
He's gonna give a toss. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
They should have made more of a moment if they were going to do. Because it was. I saw the video after seeing all the tweets. Oh my God. Dizzee just brought Wiley out in Dubai on stage. I think, what, have they got a song together? Did he bring him out and perform? I go and check the video. All Dizzee's like, oh, what are you doing on my stage? Like jokingly, they embrace. And unless I've missed something, I didn't see another video.
I just think
was it.
It's just, it's a public display of affection between the man them who have had this public, I don't know, disagreement or beef or whatever.
Feud.
You know, this little, as they would call it, a feud for so long. And, you know, if you were there at the time, you would know that like Wiley is, you know, plays a huge part in how Dizzee became very known to us.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and like how Dizzee went on and transcended into this superstar that he was and stuff. And he kind of like, you know, Wiley wasn't there and, you know, they just weren't together throughout like a long period of time. So now that at this point where for me personally, I have no interest in listening to any of their music separately or together.
Jesus Christ.
That news of them,
new music from them.
new music, old music. I mean, well, not old music per se, but I don't want to listen to anything new from either of them.
Okay,
that's fair.
Yeah. I just wanted to see how, like, if you was really standing on business, because like old music, let's not get crazy.
Yeah, let me chill. Let me chill.
Yeah, there's classics.
But anything new from them, it's nothing that I would be excited for.
That's fair. Do you know what it is? Those big moments from them, they are a certain part of your childhood and growing up and that, like, you know.
Great for the friendship. Hey, and black men healing. Great. Communicating. Great.
I don't even believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. You sound so condescending.
No.
Black men healing.
Man said black men healing.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful.
Letting go of past situations, if they're willing to have an honest conversation about it, is what I'm about. And if that's what they've done, then great.
Yeah.
Musically,
saying he
over
outside
there
of the booth.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. Even though I'm critiquing you about I'm probably be a bit pessimistic. I don't think they're probably even that deep.
Yeah.
I don't think they even had that much of like a heart to heart. It's probably like we're just
no, but you don't have to.
It's
but
cool.
like having an understanding of like, all right, cool, we can coexist. Like, there's no real bad blood anymore, kind of thing.
It's been so long ago where like we've all both made it. We're successful. We're older, and all the people that along the way didn't get to where we got to.
There's a lot of man them that will fall out with their brethren and they'll miss them, and they just will never. Yeah, the stubbornness, like, it will just overshadow anything.
And I'm rolling that Zoot thinking of you. Thinking of you, bro.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I just build it. Yeah. So,
are you speaking from experience? That was such a specific example.
No, this is just my comedic side coming out. I'm quite funny from time to time.
Yeah, so humorous.
But it's been a good one. Unless there's anything else before we have
new music.
Do you know what I want to do? Yeah, because Vans did say something last week. Yeah, about like he wants to get in depth on our music properly. Innit? I don't want to leave it to the end when it feels like we're rushing out the door, whatever. So
it's where Chrissy interferes and is like, can we get out?
Oh my god!
No. In her defense, in her defense, Chrissy. I'm actually
gonna scream.
Last week, what time did you get it? Probably about 7:10.
Yeah.
We just started about 8:30. So in her defense, not to put in a sound down screen. We didn't get to like an hour and a half after the time was meant to be starting. So like when now we're like 2.5 hours in and we got a second wind, we want to start talking about the breakup of Rockefeller. Chrissy's looking at us like,
pack it up.
She knows it's going to be like another hour and a half.
Pack it in.
Yeah. But what we can do is just give some recommendation stuff you've been listening to, and we'll make sure that we dive into it properly next week, because there's been projects I've been listening to, but I just don't want to skim over it. Okay.
Rema, I've been very impressed by his album.
Okay.
By his EP.
Yeah.
Wow. Every song slapped. I had a few favorites. Have you got that?
Rema's tape is called Ravage EP. Came out last week on Friday. 5 songs.
DND. Oh my god.
DND. I feel like that's doing the rounds on TikTok at the moment. I
what
feel
a banger.
People are enjoying that one. Don't Leave, for me, that's the one.
Slap.
Right.
Of the tape.
Released at a good time because he's got the show coming up in a couple of weeks.
He does, yeah.
London O2 on the 14th of November.
Red Potion is a song that I feel like he knows who he appeals to as well. So like his Asian fan base, that's something that, you know, they can easily catch on to because of his style as well. Some of his melodies, it's very inspired by, you know, some of the sounds that originate from over there.
And so he's got a lot of love over there. They showed him a lot of love. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. He's a super exciting young artist.
Performed at the Ballon d'Or ceremony.
Yeah. So, and you can also like hear the Wiz influence as well.
I've always said it from early. Like he for me was like our next star boy, but not like trying to rub out Wiz or saying that like he's gonna replace him or he's like copying his sound, but you can see someone maybe like the influence. It
it's someone that's definitely opened the door for him.
Looked up to him, innit?
Yeah, no, 100%. I can't listen to him and he then come out and say that like he never listened to Wiz coming up.
Yeah, or he didn't influence him.
Yeah, that would be a lie. But I think he's super cold, man, and there's a lot of different aspects to him so early on in his career. So
yeah,
I think he's only just gonna.
I'm so happy we got to see him that time in Peckham at the Jameson event.
As soon as when he started dropping like the Uzi Vert stuff, then we were like, yeah, cool.
But even then, I did understand some of them. He's a young guy in terms of like influences.
Yeah.
But I just felt like when you've had a song like Do Maybe, like, and that was very much of a hard left. You've got that there. Let's capitalize on that, and we're starting to have more stars coming out of Nigeria. In regards to Afrobeats, like keep doing your thing, innit? So I'm happy that that he dropped the little Uzi Vert stuff in it.
Yeah,
I moved on. We was in a dance and he started performing some of these songs. I'm like, I get it, because you got to be like, you don't just want to come and just perform the one song in it. You want to try and get off some of your new rhythms, but
the thing is that it wasn't even just about that. It's like because he had other songs that are cold, but it has to kind of align right.
It does,
like, so when he was doing all that other stuff, everyone was just doing their own thing, drinking their supermalt or whatever it was that was going around. Jameson, I think it was.
Yeah.
You know, and then when he started to do that and performed Do Maybe, like, I think that's where everyone was like interested in what he was on.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, he got the crowd back in that moment.
But yeah, man, shouts to Rema. Brent Fires dropped.
Yeah.
Larger Than Life. I've enjoyed it. I can't lie. I'm not the biggest Brent Fires fan, but with this, I think it starts with like a Timberland type interlude intro.
Tim's intro, I think. Tim's intro.
Yeah, and a lot of the beats on there are very Timberland, Pharrell, Missy, Virginia inspired. I don't know where Brent Fires is from, but if he's from Virginia, it makes sense. But it suits his style more so than the current stuff that he makes.
You think so?
Like, he sounds a lot better. It sounds a lot more organized and layered better when it's amongst those type of beats.
Yeah. I liked the song with Coco Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
That reminded me of something very nostalgic and old school.
Yeah. That's why it jumped out to me as well, because
there's a song with A$AP Rocky on there, which is Cold.
That girl on there is, I think that's Gilly the Kid's daughter.
Right.
That's on the song as well, yeah.
But yeah, the production on the album was really good, I felt. So yeah, it's a little vibe, man. Like like I said, I'm not the biggest Brent advocate, but you know, I think it was something's good.
Too soon after like the last project, because it was a surprise drop, and it wasn't like, unless I missed it, I don't think there was any like anticipation or like, you know, when someone's dropping bare singles.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was gonna drop. So
because Wasteland was last year, and he's got the shows in London this month as well. I think Brent Fires in London this month.
Yeah, he was here last week.
Okay, yeah,
I was gone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be rushing to watch him live, but
Jesus Christ.
Shout outs to Brent, because like he's got a mad following. He's got a crazy following.
I went to go see some of the prices on TikTok. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, swear.
He's got a crazy following.
But the live circuit at the minute it's a little bit out of hand, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, Destin Conrad.
Go on, you go on.
He also dropped as well. He dropped a tape called Submissive. Interesting front cover.
Oh, let me look. I didn't listen to that one.
Yeah, from the name, what did they say?
Submissive. Open your ears.
It's very homoerotic, the front cover. So then when you listen to the content, I think he's kind of leaving it no longer for you to interpret what he's on.
I mean, but we knew though. Come on.
I mean, but
this is now confirmation.
Right, here it is.
Let me see.
Yeah, this is very like lots of buff men in oil and pant.
Yeah, some of the rhythms, like he's like, I'm like, okay.
You know what time I'm on?
But you know, if it slaps, it slaps.
No, absolutely. Like he's
obviously, I know for some people, if it's very like overt and in your face, it's like when they reveal to us that our Frank Ocean might like other things outside of vagina. It's like, but it's not like it doesn't change the music, innit?
Yeah.
And if he was singing about a boy on this, listen, we love Luther Vandross, and he was not singing about Auntie Sheila. We know who he was singing about, innit?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, Destin Conrad is like one of the best male R&B artists out at the moment. So,
you've been a big advocate for him.
Yeah, so much like that you.
Don't do it.
In the club.
Don't do it. Vans was so upset. Yeah? Like, I'm atting him on Insta. He's thinking cheeks. I'm in motor.
I'm about to see
he's thinking
ass.
sun, sea, sex. I'm just there, yeah, recording Destin Conrad going, oh, Vans would love this.
Oh, so I'm like, for you.
Get this
shit
bullshit
out of Do you know what it was? It was two things. Genuinely thought he would love this, and also I know when he sees our Fols is at it, he's thinking, yes, we've hit the belly.
Oh my gosh. Not them rubbing their hands together. But do you know what? I think that is cute though.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm thinking of my mate.
Yeah, no. There was a couple of people like when Amapiano come out, that's my friend as well. So like, yeah, man, it was good. But that was annoying because in that setting I really enjoyed it. But for some people they weren't in that mode, they're in party mode. So it's like, they want to hear Ashake. And you got my man upstairs on stage crooning and that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Read the room.
But I think they should still try and do it because, like I said, he's one of the guys out here.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the tape, but I will check it out properly.
Yeah,
looking at that cover, it's definitely very obvious what he's on. Oh. So my man said, you know, if you rock with me, innit?
Some great songs on there, man. There's one with Masay Goes Hard, like, but they're all like 2 minutes long.
That's the space we're in. The Brent's tape is like half an hour. It's like,
yeah,
perfect.
Come on, man. Give me more, like, you know.
There's loads of innuendos.
Hey, yo.
From hard to give me more.
Yeah. Talk to your boy.
Hey.
How much do you love Destin Conrad?
Hey, chill out. Chill out.
Okay.
But yeah.
I love Chrissy's face. She's like, yeah.
I'm just staying out of the men's business.
What have you been enjoying listening to?
I've listened to Rema quite a lot. I also listened to the other one that we spoke about just a second ago, but I can't remember. It's not Destin Conrad.
Brent Fires.
Brent Fires, yeah. And then there's another one by, oh my gosh, what is their name? It was by another Nigerian artist. Hold on. I think I liked it. I can't remember.
Something, my man, I don't want to do Black.
No. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, it was great.
But listen, something for the trenches and the streets. Double M. Maktub or Maktab, Cold. And this Don is from behind the wall right now, isn't it? So, like, to get this project out, I think is a big deal. And if I'm right from what this, I think he's even got signed as well. So,
okay,
I think this is Cold. Project's fire, man. In terms of like UK street music, rap, there's not been a lot this year, which is still time. For me, Potter Paper's been a standout, and it's still the standout.
Slim. Artist called Slim. He dropped something.
Yeah, I enjoy Slim's, but for me, it's still Potter Paper. Like someone wants to say to me, "What was my album of the year in that genre?"
Oh yeah,
it's
Potter Paper, for sure.
And I don't think it's close with anybody else in it. So
for sure,
I had some decent ones. I did enjoy obviously.
Nine's dropped 2.
K-Trap, so
Nine's dropped 2 this year.
Yeah, didn't overly love the last one.
Yeah,
but Double M, yeah, he's doing his thing still.
I didn't call it Gold.
Dookie Gold.
Dookie Gold.
Called Khartoum with a chap called Baz.
Okay.
Oh, from Dreamville. J. Cole's boy. Baz, he's hard.
Yeah, so hard.
Yeah. The Weeknd's artist dropped Cherry 22 with Siren. Nice little EP.
Yeah.
Which is quite cold. I think she's dope. So.
Okay. We'll tuck into everything properly. I think we might be overdue an off the cuff extra, like just strictly music. For some of the stuff, so if you want to do it, I think we might be overdue one.
I'm always down.
So we'll figure out logistics. Speak to our HR manager to let us know the timetable and you can arrange sort out the rooms, innit?
Yeah, logistics.
Before we go, should we do some listeners interaction?
We love this. I love this guy,
yeah. Let's do it.
Let's see what's going on.
Before we go, it's stated like 6 times before we actually get out of it. Before we go, yeah.
Before we go for the last time.
I think there was one new entry for our episode. Is this where we are now? From Lovette. Who says, from the river to the sea, # free Palestine.
Yes.
Gaza forever.
Shout out Lovette.
We have some new comments on our little pod featuring Sosa. One that was flagged as well. We'll get to that in a minute. I kid you not. Oyen says, I kid you not. I hoped Vans would play Mansa Musa at the start of the pod, so that made me smile. Oyen, give Fols his props because he requested that for last week. So, you know. French says, great episode. Always a good, honest conversation. Best pod around. No cap.
Yes, thank you, French.
Shout out to you, French, man. We appreciate that. Tell everyone to say the same shit.
Yeah.
The Life of Bodge. I will never forgive YG for his verse on this side with Burna Boy. An absolute disgrace.
He's Bumba Clark saying got no bank. Oh. He's Bumba Clark.
Okay.
Jules Cat says, episode as always, starting on the right one. Love. 2 heart emojis. Shout outs to Jules. She's been a guest on the pod a few times.
Is that Jules?
Shout out
Jules.
Shout out to Jules, man.
Ain't seen you in a minute, my G.
Yeah. Let me check the flagged one. Oh, E2.
Okay.
I need to go up against Vans in the station challenge. Thanks, Chrissy, for mentioning the game, you absolute babe. From when I heard the daughter give her dad fellatio, we knew the demographic. I think that's why I was flagged.
Oh, okay. Wow, that took.
I was like, took a left turn. I even forgot what he was referring to.
Oh my gosh.
The glory hole.
Oh yeah, to the glory hole.
To the glory hole is so insane.
No?
That is
to the glory hole.
That's crazy. If it wasn't so wild, I feel like it could have been a fantastic title with an exclamation mark, maybe even 2.
No, in the old days, that's one of the things I would just put it up, and the Vans would have seen it in the morning.
Like,
that would have been the title.
To the glory hole.
Oh my gosh!
I'm even upset we didn't use it because those things they draw listeners in sometimes. You see a brazy title, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to listen to this episode now.
To the glory hole. Wild. Stay away from glory holes, people.
But I appreciate the feedback as always. Keep leaving those comments. Interact with the podcast. Make sure we do some polls as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything overly debate worthy this week, but I'm sure we can find something.
Yeah, I can find something.
Logistics. Come on,
yeah, that's what I do.
Figure it out. A logistical babe. It's been a pleasure, though, guys.
Yes.
Good to see you as always. Everybody, stay safe.
Yeah.
We're in the new month of November.
Yeah.
Whatever goals you've had, please let's smash them out.
No, not November.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah.
You say no, not November.
Yeah.
I don't co-sign that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What again?
What again?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna?
Are you co-signing this? No,
First
not
of
November.
all, that's a very mad question to be asking me.
It's a mad environment.
It's a very mad question to
a
be
black
asking
woman,
me.
you know.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
That old chestnut. Nut.
That is. Well, lock off your podcast.
Lovely, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.